Okay, so the topic today is anthocyanins and anthocyanidins. Everything has a name. So you find there are lots of chemical names. This is actually a phytochemical. So this name is a Greek name, okay? It belongs to the big class of phytochemicals called flavonoids. And in Greek, it means blue flower. Okay, blue flower. So you can see, although not everything is blue in the picture, it's because it includes colors like red and purple, and they are water soluble. Okay, so that's why you do not want to get rid of the liquid or juice if you were to cook it. So these are under the class of flavonoids and under the subclass of polyphenols. There are so many different types of phytochemicals. So today we are looking at this, and in your lunch you will get to eat the rice that is colored by blue pea flower, the red cabbage there, you have the brinjal there, okay, and also I think there is the red kidney beans. And black colored things like the black beans, because black is darker than purple or blue, right? So it already overwhelm the color of the purple or blue. So black things actually also contain anthocyanins in nature. Okay. Now these are fruit sources of anthocyanins. So blueberry, we can get them here. Elderberry too, usually sold as juice. Purple corn, have you seen them? I have eaten overseas. Raspberry you have here. Bilberry is a different kind from blueberry. Okay, you have red grapes also, and black grapes also have anthocyanins. Pomegranate we have. Chokeberry we probably do not have here, but we have black plums and we have blood red orange. So all these foods are fruit sources of anthocyanins. But thank God, though we don't have a number of these kind of berries, and they're not grown locally, and also they're pretty expensive, God is very kind, because in every country you have other types of foods that have those colors. And they are good for us. Okay, so what's this? Purple sweet potatoes. These are vegetables. Have you seen purple carrot? I have also. This we will eat later. Then this also we are going to have for lunch. Red onion, sure, we have a lot of it. We have, what's this? Have you seen? The red leaf lettuce, yes, we have this, or purplish. This is a red amaranth vegetable. Yeah. Actually, technically, it's called amaranth. What is this one? The next one?
Radish.
Yes, radish, the red radish. And the last one? Yes, there is purple broccoli. So we have all these vegetables that are rich in anthocyanins, which we can afford more easily than those berries. Yes.
Sorry, the question I want to ask actually.
Yes.
You know the onion, got the purple onion.
Yes.
There's some onion is like white color,
Yes.
Which is better?
Okay, you have yellow, you have white, you have red onions. The red ones, the deeper the color, the more the phytochemicals and the different type of phytochemicals. Each color is a phytochemical. So you can eat all of them, but the red one is high in this phytochemical.
Okay.
Yeah, and it's also stronger. It makes you cry, right? Sometimes for some people.
Yes.
So and that the reason is it has that sulforaphane, the phytochemical. So it has a lot more good things.
One, right? The yellow one is it more bitter compared to
No,
the
yellow and white are sweeter.
sweeter?
Mm.
Okay.
This is more pungent.
Pungent,
Yeah.
okay.
This has more of a strong bite. I mean, the feeling of. Do you know you can eat various kinds of flowers? Yeah. The hibiscus, that one you know. You have red rose, Red clover is the picture here. If my cursor can you see my cursor?
Yes.
Yeah, this one you know what it is, right? Blue pea flower. What about this? It's called blue chicory. Okay, blue rosemary. You can have this here, blue rosemary. But you know, it likes cold more, colder temperature more. What is the next one? Purple mint. This one it's hard to see the cursor here, but this is purple mint. Okay, can you see the cursor moving?
Yeah.
What is the next one?
Passion flower.
Very good, passion flower. What about this?
Sage.
Purple sage.
You never see in Singapore.
No. Yeah, this one, eh? Yes, purple lavender. That's right. So that is the vegetable source of anthocyanins. Now you have whole grains that also have anthocyanins. So what's this? Black rice. Very good. This one? Purple rice. This one? No. Hard to guess, huh? Yeah, black sesame seed is also another one I could add, but that is under seed. This one is a grain, it's a quinoa, black quinoa. Sometimes you buy tri-colored quinoa. Okay, they all have red, they also have white quinoa. This is the black one. Okay, then what is this? Red millet. You could have red quinoa too, but this is a millet. This one, grains, we are doing grains. Actually, normally it is cooked like a porridge. It's actually purple glutinous rice.
Never see before.
Yeah.
Singapore cannot find it.
Can.
Can
Also be, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and then this one, I think we don't see. It's called black sorghum. Okay,
Yeah.
black sorghum. It's very nutritious. Millet, sorghum, this quinoa, all these kind of exotic grains, because of their colors and their nutrient composition, their phytochemicals, they are very
So
nutritious.
probably the expiry date when you buy rice, when I buy brown rice, they campur with other kind of brown rice with maybe red rice, carbo, they call it
yes,
carbo rice.
yes.
It's the expiry date is longer, but when you buy the three kind of grains like black rice, purple rice, and don't know another what rice, they always shorter expiry date. I mean, like, is it can't keep long? Why?
It's best you keep them in the fridge.
In the fridge?
Uh-huh.
Freezer? No lah, huh?
No need freezer.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
in the fridge.
Alright.
Yep. Okay, what about legumes and nuts? We have these black beans that we're going to eat today. What's this?
Brinjal?
No. It's purple bean.
Oh.
The whole bean itself is purple, and the seed inside also is purple. This one,
Red bean.
Yes, red bean. This one?
Kidney bean.
Yes, red kidney bean. This one? A kidney bean also have other color, right? White kidney bean. This one? The
Peanut.
red peanut. Very good. And this one?
Red lentil.
Yes, red lentil. Okay, so I can add the black sesame to that also. So what are the benefits of eating this kind of color of foods? They fight free radicals. Do you understand what we mean by fight free radicals? Actually, there's this term called oxidation, right? Now, don't think that all oxidation is bad. Because in the process of turning food to energy, it is an oxidation process. And when we have infection, when we have sickness, then there is oxidation going on in our body because the white blood cell is using that to kill the foreign invaders. So not all oxidation is bad. And our body also can make antioxidants from the nutrients that we put in. Our problem is when it becomes too much. It is overwhelming, and it's more than you have the antioxidants to help to put it back to normal, and then you have what we call free radicals, okay, and oxidative stress that don't get paired up. Free radicals are electrons that are missing that need to go and steal from a neighboring molecule or atom. Okay, it reduces inflammation. A lot of diseases are have inflammatory process. Okay, remember the 4 signs of inflammation? In Greek, it's easy to remember. It's rubor, kalor, dolor, and kalor, or N or OR. Rubor means red, kalor means calorie heat, hot. Tumor means swelling, you have tumor. And dolor means pain. Via dolorosa, on the way of suffering. So these are what is happening when you have inflammation. We can see it externally when we hit something hard. We see it in our skin, but inside our body inflammation can take place. How? Because we eat inflammatory foods like meat, like animal products, like processed food also. That's why I hardly eat out. Those places that have better food, they are kind of expensive to be able for us to eat out regularly. So it's good to learn to fix your own food. So they help to reduce inflammation. They help to prevent oxidation, and they make for healthy hearts. And if people have alcoholic liver, steatosis, fatty liver, okay, it can help to mitigate or reduce the stress, the harm. And it makes for glowing skin. You want beauty? So these are some more examples. Your beetroot is also in this family. What else is there that we have not mentioned? Passion fruit is mentioned. Okay, there are a variety of different rice. In Sarawak, they have this hill rice, purplish in color. It's very nice also. Cherries is another one. Okay, all these are good food. Even your purple figs. More benefits, they are antioxidants. So they help to reduce oxidative stress. Anti-angiogenesis, what's that? Okay, for cancer to spread or for cancer to grow, it needs to make new blood vessels. Genesis means beginning, angio means blood vessel. So it makes more blood vessel to provide food for itself to keep growing. So when it's anti-angiogenesis, it means it stops that process, so the cancer cannot continue to develop. Okay, it's anti-cancer. That's one of the mechanisms. Anti-diabetic, we will explain this how later. Anti-obesity helps you not to get fat easily. Antimicrobial, microbes are germs. Okay, anti-inflammatory, so work against inflammation. Improve visual health, your vision. Okay, prevent dry eyes, good for your eye health. Neuroprotection. Neuro means what?
Brain.
Nerve, brain, yes. The brain is full of nerves. So it protects your brain. Okay, and preventing CVD. What's CVD?
Cardiovascular.
Correct, cardiovascular disease. Okay, so anthocyanins are powerful antioxidants. They can inhibit carcinogens. What's carcinogens? Cancer-causing agents, cancer-causing substances, which are already in meat, which are in fish. People say, oh, don't eat red meat because you lower your heart disease risk if you don't eat red meat. So they say eat white meat, but white meat increase your risk for cancer. So you want to substitute one disease for another? Doesn't make sense, right? And they also can inhibit cholesterol synthesis or the formation of cholesterol in the body, and therefore lower your risk for heart disease. Okay, so we are repeating this, how they help to lower oxidation by reducing even the formation of free radicals in the first place. And if they are present, the free radicals, then it can neutralize them or scavenge them, okay? Eat them up. It reduces cellular lipid peroxidation. Lipid is fat. Actually, fat is under the family of lipid. Peroxidation is a form of damage and the rancidity and spoilage of the fats. Okay, so in the picture you see the process from a normal cell. Okay, there is stress as more free radicals are formed, and they are not got rid of with antioxidants. So they protect the cells from damage. Anti-cancer benefits of anthocyanins, they inhibit the initiation, the starting of cancer, as well as the promotion and progression, especially of the colon, liver, breast, brain, and skin cancer. Okay. Suppress cell proliferation means suppress the multiplication of cancer cells, and suppress inflammation and angiogenesis. I've explained that. Induce apoptosis of cancer cells. Okay, apoptosis means cell death. It means that the cell explode, and once the cell is exploded, it will not, a bad cell, all right, a cancer cell, it will not do its damage. Okay, you want to get rid of them. There's one way to get rid of them. Inhibit cell migration and invasion. This is when cancer spread, okay, multiply and spread. It migrate means go to another place, all right, and invade new tissue. So it's not in situ, it's not in that one place where it started. It's not the primary center. That's why when you hear of people having lung cancer, brain cancer, and some other bone cancer, what have you, it's like, wow, it has spread a lot. Okay, it has anti-invasive potential in breast cancer lines. So all these are to stop the cancer from getting worse, and inhibit growth of colon cancer cells, increase expression of tumor suppression genes, which is good to suppress the tumor, and decrease COX2 gene expression. Okay. So those are about how your anthocyanins help you to fight cancer. Now we're talking about how anthocyanins help us fight diabetes. Okay, so diabetes is a disease whereby the body is not able to handle carbohydrate well. Okay, now those people who teach about how keto diet is good for you, right? Ketogenic diet. Yeah, you eat a lot of protein and a lot of fat. You don't have sugar or carbohydrate in your diet, or very minimal. No sugar, of course your blood sugar doesn't go up. But you are not addressing the real cause of the problem. You're only treating a symptom. Or if you are free from diabetes, you can handle carbohydrate well without it going high and staying high in your blood. Okay, so sometimes, unless we really probe into what is happening and understand the mechanism and the disease, we can just easily be fooled. Okay, and there's all kind of nutritional information out there. So don't just believe everything. Okay, so what happened is with anthocyanin-rich foods, it helps to increase the glucose uptake by the muscle cells. And that's good, because you don't want the sugar to stay up in your blood. It will slow the circulation, all right? And your skeletal muscles need to work. That's why we exercise also, they can use the energy there, okay? And it also helps the pancreas, right? What does it do? It stimulates the insulin secretion, so that the insulin helps to accompany the sugar into the cell. It protects the pancreatic beta cells. The beta cell are the ones that produce the insulin. Okay? In your pancreas, you have alpha, beta, gamma, delta cells. Different types of cells with different functions. So it's the beta ones that produce the insulin. lower glucose intolerance. That's the precise point of what diabetes is about. Diabetics have poor glucose tolerance. Okay, just you take away the glucose, I'm not giving any test whether it can tolerate glucose or not, and you tell me ketogenic diet is good for diabetic. You're talking what, cat and dog? You know what I'm saying? It's not good sense. So it ameliorates hyperglycemia and insulin sensitivity via activation of this AMPK. It's a protein enzyme in the process of blood sugar control. It improves this lipidemia, means it improves the blood lipid profile. So you don't have too high cholesterol, too high LDL cholesterol, too high triglyceride. So that and it prevents insulin resistance. So type 2 diabetes has a lot to do with insulin resistance. Okay, looking at this chart, these are mechanisms of how anthocyanins help to us not get obese easily, okay, not to gain weight easily, and to have good lipid profile. Okay, it suppresses weight gain, it suppresses fat tissue gain, and other metabolic disorders. It's anti-inflammatory. Okay, it can destroy, it can damage, the microbes can damage and destroy the cell wall or cell membrane and the intercellular matrix. So this helps to fight against the microbes. It inhibits growth of foodborne pathogens. Pathogens are harmful disease-causing substances. It is antibacterial with the highest sensitivity. Okay, it has the ability to inhibit gram-negative bacteria. You know, bacteria, viruses, they're so tiny, microscopic, you can't see them. But if you have ever been so sick that you just feel like lying down and doing nothing, I often think to myself, why this small little thing can be so powerful? Yeah. So, thank God that we can have strong immune system to be able to fight them. Okay, because we're bound to be exposed. Air pollution, smokers, what have you. So we need a strong immune system. Even our eyesight is improved with anthocyanin intake. It can help to normal the pressure in glaucoma, the eye pressure. It also helps prevent impairment of photoreceptor cell function during retinal inflammation. And it decreases lens opacity, that has to do with cataract. Okay? And it prevents retinal degeneration. Retina is the back of the eye where picture is focused onto, right? And it also prevents dry eyes and increase blood flow to the part of the eye, ocular nerve that connect to the brain. Okay, blackcurrant is a good source of anthocyanin. It is black, but it is very high in anthocyanin. And I know you can buy this dry. It's quite plentiful in places like Australia. So there was this study, double blind. Double blind, you know what it means? It doesn't mean anybody is blind, but it just means that the researcher themselves don't know who is in the control group and who is in the what's the other group called? The experimental group. That's right. And the participants themselves also don't know whether they are in the control group or in the experimental group. So in that case, it takes away the bias, okay, from the result, from affecting the result. Placebo control means you have a group that you match with in everything else except for this one thing that you are studying. Crossover means that, okay, group A, group B, control, experimental. Crossover means the control group become the experimental group and the experimental group become the control group, so that you see whether the result is affected by differences in the people who are involved. Because some people may say, oh, your group, the experimental group seem to be the healthier, more educated people. Okay lah, then we exchange and see if the results still hold. Then it's stronger, you see, when you do this kind of study. So there is a significant improvement in refractive values and eye strain symptoms when they ate black currants compared to those who didn't. Okay, neuroprotective or brain protection from oxidative injury, from toxicity or poison, from oxidative stress, from this heme oxygenase 1. These are things that affect the brain health. And here you have a picture of a nerve cell, okay, and what anthocyanins can do. All right, it can reduce inflammation, down arrow with inflammation. It reduces oxidative stress. It reduces the A-beta accumulation, okay, and so on. There are many of these different effects on the brain. On less of the harmful things on the left and more of the good things or good mechanisms on the right. Increase antioxidants, increase neurogenesis means making more new nerves. Okay, neuroplasticity means that it can be changed, it can grow and it's not static. Okay, improve cognition, improve proteostasis, and improve anti-apoptotic markers, which is causing the bad cells to die so they do not continue to do their harm. Okay, so it promotes learning and memory. It reduces the effect of amyloid plaques. These are with Alzheimer's disease. Increase blood flow to active brain area. Okay, brain is very important. Blood flow is very important to the brain. It reduces the neuroinflammation, protects from oxidative stress, provide neuroprotection from Alzheimer's and dementia. Now we come to the heart, how it protects us, heart and blood vessel. Okay, so the actions on the left, it protects against DNA damage. It also has this estrogenic activity, enzyme inhibition. I think a lot of the mechanisms are similar, but some, like this one, lipid peroxidation, especially because heart disease has a lot to do with too much blood cholesterol, especially LDL cholesterol, that can lead to the plaque formation or atherosclerosis. Okay, so it reduces in the ischemia and also lower blood pressure and lipid levels. And for people who have blood vessels that are open, the re-establishment of blood flow, there may be some damage, but it can actually protect against that with the enzymes that are there to do the protection. Okay, don't worry about all the mechanisms on the right. It's just too technical, I'm sure. It's more for university students. So it protects against blood clotting, because blood clot, if your arteries are already have the plaque, and then if the blood becomes a clot right at the gap where the blood can flow, it blocks the blood flow, you can get heart attack or stroke or things like that. Okay, so it reduces blood clot, lowers BP, and inhibit platelet aggregation is the same as anti-thrombotic effect. Okay, it decreases susceptibility to ischemia reperfusion. That means the re-establishment of blood flow. the injury, it reduces the injury, and the infarct means tissue death, reduce all that. It reduces the size of tissue death because of the enzyme, the antioxidant enzyme.
Hey, sorry, can I just take one shot first? Sorry.
You will get this. You will get this actually.
Oh, you'll get me.
Yeah.
Get this.
Yep.
Thank you.
Cherries. Okay, there was a study done where participants were given cherry juice. Now you may say, how can the experimental and control group tell the difference? Is the color is the same, but the other red one is artificial coloring. So the ones who get the real cherry juice, they have less muscle soreness and less pain. So it helps people with athletes, muscle builders, and people like that who do a lot of physical exertion to reduce the soreness. Okay, lower blood, type 2 diabetes. Harvard study found that the intake of blueberries and other foods rich in anthocyanin lower the risk of type 2 diabetes. Okay, how much? A few spoonfuls of blueberries, quarter cup of blackberries, half cup of raspberries, 1 cup of strawberries or cherries will lead to less inflammation and lower insulin resistance. So blueberries are the strongest, only need a little bit and you can already have so much anthocyanins. So it lowers insulin resistance to the equivalent of walking 1 hour every day. In other words, you can get the same effect of eating 35 milligrams of anthocyanins as you would if you walk 1 hour a day. Okay, might as well combine the two for added benefit. 1 3/4 cups of blueberries, after eating it, you have a big spike in artery function improvement. That means your artery improve and can function better. Just within 1 hour of consuming it. Very fast action. Okay, very fast action. Harvard's nurses' health study found that berries slow the rate of cognitive decline by as much as 2.5 years. So brain are younger. Okay. Reduce artery stiffness, improve memory. Okay, so 2 or 3 servings a week of blueberries lower your diabetes risk by 23%. Type 2 lah. Lower insulin resistance, less inflammation. 1 serving is half a cup lah. Can improve protection against DNA damage. It can boost your natural killer cells. So that helps us with fighting viral infection, like your colds, your flus, your COVID, all the viruses. It feeds on good bacteria. Good bacteria is what protect us, okay, and suppress the bad bacteria. So this is the last summary slide. So the anthocyanins are neuroprotective, cardioprotective, anti-obesity, anti-diabetes, antioxidant, anti-cancer. All 包干了. And those are all the mechanisms.
Diana, nowadays they say a lot of fruits, especially China, they try to cage it when it's going to wither or what. They try to inject some chemicals inside, like watermelon, sometimes even in fruits. How can we prevent this? Do we wash them with salt before we eat the fruit, the outer layer, or
I am not knowledgeable about this, whether they can be just removed by washing, especially those what I call chemicals they use. But I think to an extent we can. That's why we use our activated carbon to soak our fruits and vegetables.
When you say activated carbon, you mean charcoal carbon? You said you buy specially.
It has the word activated there. It's like your Norwich charcoal tablet. It means that it has been steamed and cleaned, and that there is more surface area. It adsorbs, ADSORB. It adsorbs to the toxins or poisons and prevent them from doing their harm. So I suppose you can do that.
So normally is with this charcoal tablet, I never heard of. You put in a glass of water.
We rather use the powder because tablets, they are bound. They have a binding, usually starch or some flour that they bind. So tablet is usually for taking internally for those who have diarrhea or food poisoning. But you can also drink the powder, mix in water and drink it up. Yeah. So
you eat the charcoal powder and drink, you also cleanse the system.
Yes, it would bind to the harmful substances, and get rid of them. That's why in the ER, they have that for people, children who accidentally swallow their parents' medication or take something that is poisonous.
It's different from the supermarket. They sell vegetable washer liquid, and you wash your vegetable, you put some drops into water, and then you wash your vegetable.
That one is for pesticide, right? Getting rid of them. Carbon will also take care of this.
Dual purpose. Wash the vegetable, wash your system.
And you don't need much, Wow, this is
very cooling.
this is good. This is good. Okay, any other questions? Same that we buy for making our charcoal poultice for drinking, all that. 2 days and should be
This for this, is it?
Just cayenne pepper.
Because of the pea flour.
That's why I prefer now to send these recipes to the individual, so we don't have to hunt everywhere.